Hi, this is Scott West with Mungenast St. Louis Honda. Thanks so much for joining us. Now today I have the privilege of showing you guys the new 2014 Honda Pilot. Now the Pilot is the largest SUV that Honda sells. In a minute we'll go ahead and show you the exterior, so let's go over the interior features and take you on a short test drive just to show you how well this vehicle handles on the open road. Now, the 2014 Honda Pilot's exterior styling is exceptional. I really like how Honda allowed Pilot to really retain its SUV looks, for this generation, which does continue in 2014. The vehicle is largely unchanged from last year's model, but you still get the pretty prominent chrome grille here, which you're starting to see a little bit more chrome on Hondas these days. By no means is it a bad thing. I really like the chrome. It really gives Honda a more upscale premium look to kind of coincide with some of the other features with the car. Honda's really packing a lot of content in their cars these days, and I really like that. But overall, you still have that one box design. You're going to get an exceptional amount of interior volume off of that, and it just gives the Honda Pilot an excellent road presence. As we move around the rear of the vehicle, we'll actually see one of my favorite features about the Honda Pilot, and that's when you unlock the rear hatch, you can independently just open up the glass portion. And that will, of course, allow you easy access to the rear cargo area if you just need to pick up or drop off some small items. That way you don't have to worry about opening up and maneuvering a large lift gate, so it's quite nice. Now under the hood of the Pilot, you'll find a version of Honda's legendary 3.5-liter single overhead cam V6. And in the Pilot, it produces 250 horsepower. Now that's still plenty of power for passing, and with Honda's variable cylinder management technology, there's times where the Honda Pilot will need to fire on all 6 cylinders. If you're just cruising on the highway, you can use fewer than 6. You can use 4 cylinders or even quite possibly 3 cylinders just to really maximize the distance between Phillips in this vehicle. So with that, you're going to achieve 17 miles per gallon in the city, 24 on the highway with an EPA estimated fuel economy average of 20 miles per gallon. Now the interior of the 2014 Honda Pilot is huge, and that's good because being an 8-passenger SUV, everybody is going to fight for space. That's not the case with this vehicle. Everybody has a ton of room, even in that third row, and I'm going to get back there in a minute if you don't believe me. I'll show you just how big it is, but space aside, what do SUV buyers want? They want control, and Honda really delivers that control in the Pilot. As the driver, all the controls are well within reach of the driver, and the steering wheel design is actually very clean. And what I mean by that is, there's no big column shifter here. There's not an extra stalk for the cruise control. Everything is elegantly designed and packaged well within reach here. Now I have my volume control, channel control, Bluetooth audio, voice command. It's all right here, and I don't have to reach for it or hunt for it. I can see everything, and that's really nice. I just climbed in the third row of the 14 Pilot, and there's actually a lot of room back here. Now, I know you probably can't see me real well, but again, I've still got a lot of headroom back here. Knee room. I'm 5'9", so knee room is actually still good. I just ran out of it, so if you're closer to 6 feet, I wouldn't recommend putting anybody back here. But 5'9" and shorter, you're good. Now the Honda Pilot, it puts you in control with exceptional viewing. I can see out of this car. There's really not a whole lot of blind spots. The only tip that I have is maybe in that third row bench. If you're not using it, you can either have any trouble seeing out of this car. The mirrors are quite large, and they allow you to cover a good amount of space on either side of the car. So you're really not going to lose any visibility on the side, due to small mirrors. Power delivery in the car is actually pretty smooth. It gets up and it goes, and there's no hesitation in it whatsoever. Even considering the variable cylinder management technology under the hood that I had mentioned earlier, It takes really no time to re-engage the cylinders, maybe drop a gear and get going. It's quite a great system. Now the EX model that we have today comes equipped with all-wheel drive. So you do have your four-wheel drive lock, which is nice, especially in inclement weather or in snow or ice. That's really nice to have. So just want to let you know that that is something that's on here. Otherwise, you do have a front-wheel drive bias for the most part. That'll send power to the back as needed, but you can lock that as well, so that's quite nice. Transmission-wise, I believe we've got a 6-speed automatic transmission. The shifts are actually quite smooth, and it takes no time for it to get into the higher gears. Again, that's going to give you better fuel economy for cruising, as well as provide a comfortable, more quiet ride. Now, Honda is known for having exceptional sound systems, and the one in the Pilot is no exception.
Look out for the Pittsburgh Pirates now. That last at bat that he had when he got the base hit, he didn't hit the ball.
A little bit of ESPN there, but the sound quality is actually very impressive, and it's quite immersive, and that's actually quite nice. That Honda paid enough attention to the radio, and essentially a base car. This car does not have navigation, not the upgraded stereo or anything. So. But as far as connectivity, you do have your CD player. It's a single disc player. You also have your iPod hookup, Bluetooth audio, as well as AM, FM, and XM radio. So here I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a U-turn, kind of at a three-way stop here. I'm in a residential area, so I'm just gonna see how she does here. And wow, I just cleared this thing curb to curb, no problem. And I'm very impressed by that. And I think part of the reason why the turning radius and maneuverability on the Pilot is so good, especially compared to some of the other competitors in this segment, is that even though this is an 8-passenger vehicle, it's not a really long vehicle, and it has a shorter wheelbase than some of the other competition out there. So what that's going to do for you is, of course, without compromising interior volume, again, there's plenty of it, but that shorter wheelbase is going to make the Pilot a lot more maneuverable, and you're really going to enjoy that. Well, that's all that we have time for today. I really hope that you enjoyed our in-depth look at the 2014 Honda Pilot. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and throw us a thumbs up if you don't mind. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. I'm Scott West. Thanks for watching. Now, the 2014 Honda Pilot's interior is huge. Again, this is an 8-passenger crossover, and there's just a ton of room in here. So think, you and 8, God, that's 9. Now, the interior of the 2014 Honda Pilot is exceptionally huge. I mean, there's room for